It's not often you know exactly what you want to do when you're just 4 years old. But precocious Andre Thomas took his mother's choir robes, sat down at the piano bench, and started conducting an imaginary choir. At 14 years old, he was asked to direct his mother's church choir, and his path has never wavered since. 5 decades later, Tallahassee is proud to claim internationally renowned composer, conductor, Professor Andre Thomas as one of their own. And recently, he helped fill Florida State University's Ruby Diamond Concert Hall with the glorious vocals for its grand reopening. Let's take a listen.
I was pleased to bring in both the Tallahassee Community Chorus, which also is the University Chorale, is also here, and all the other ensembles combined together. So we had over 600 people singing in this choir all together. And the piece is Gloria by an alumnus of ours, Jeffrey Ames. So it was exciting to open up this beautiful hall that we're so blessed to have now. Coming to Florida State was unplanned. Florida State was in my head primarily because I was teaching junior high school in the early years and dealing with the changing voice. And I found a film, and it was made in Tallahassee on the changing voice. That was Irving Cooper, who was professor of music ed. And then Florida State has distinguished itself with its faculty. There are faculty known here all over the world. The other thing, it was the students. When I'd finish teaching something, and I'd walk in the hallway, and they'd follow me. And I thought, this is a place where kids really want to learn something.
You have a philosophy of teaching. Tell me what it is and what you have learned from teaching.
One particular situation I encountered teaching was rough. It was a group of young men who had been wards of the court. 3/4 of that group, and they came to my school to take music, art, and PE. So it was a tough sell. And these are words that came from Yehudi Menuhin, who said, all learning is but a bridge from the known to the unknown. So to teach these kids, I needed to go to what they knew first. And it started with the Jackson 5, I Want You Back, and them clapping numbers as I put them on the board. And then playing Bach for them, seeing the signs of counterpoint, and they said, oh, what is that called? I said, that's called fugue. They said, we love fugue. I said, so now you're going to sing a fugue. We don't sing. Yes, you do. And so that's what I learned about teaching, is that rather than being frustrated where people are, you go where they are. And you hold them in your hands, and then you show them new horizons.
You've worked on 5 different continents: North America, Europe, Asia, New Zealand, Australia, and Africa.
Guest conducting has been unbelievable for me. I could tell you stories about being in Namibia and singing Handel's Zadok the Priest, all Namibian group, and these basses coming up to me afterward. Dr. Thomas, we want to meet Handel. I said, you're going to have to wait to go to heaven to meet Handel. They loved Handel. That's why I say Western art music can reach everybody, but also we did their music too.
Talk about Tallahassee's Community Chorus, and why is that special to you?
31 seasons I was the conductor of the Tallahassee Community Chorus, and so it has been my joy, and we know that singing is so important. And because so much of our music has a sacred text, it ministers to people in very, very special ways. So community courses are important for the mental health, even for the physical health, and the well-being of human beings.
Why do you think that's important? You have some very strong thoughts on that.
We know from rather empirical data now that singing does something special in the brain, and to the psyche, it is a tremendous aid. When people can, in good non-pandemic situations, breathe in the air together and make music.
Let's talk about the stained glass. I don't know very many people that have stained glass windows anywhere after them.
Ruth Pryor was the person responsible of getting the funds to have that window done. It still means to the world that the university thought enough, and for that, I'm eternally grateful.
Talk about your love outside of music.
I loved gardening immensely, and my backyard was kind of my pride. And it's landscaped with all kinds of plants and annuals, and I think we must have 70 azaleas, camellias, you name it. And I like to see things grow, and I like to take care of them. So I'd leave Florida State, I'd go home and put on my jeans and get on my knees and dig in the dirt. And I've always loved that.
Why do you love Tallahassee? Why have you stayed? You could have gone anywhere.
My love of Tallahassee begins with Florida State University, what it stands for, its leadership, its students. And then it was the involvement in the community chorus and learning the community. People invite you every place. And so you end up going every place, and you get to see the multifacetedness of the city. It's a small city, but it has a cosmopolitan flair because people come from every place to settle here in Tallahassee.
Can you sing something to close us out? Or
Oh, no.
give us a couple of beats like you were in Namibian?
Oh.
Send us out on a musical note.
Oh,
with anything
gosh.
you want.
I enjoy all forms of music. And one of the forms I enjoy one of the most is jazz. I love the music of the Harlem Renaissance, and particularly of one composer, and his name is Duke Ellington. So we're going to listen to a little bit of Satin Doll.